It actually has a 44-pound weight capacity from StoreSmith, the over-the-door shoe rack. Over the door. So that door to your closet, the door to the room, to your bedroom, your office, wherever, you can now fill it with more shoes. Yay! Only $16.24 to get home. Our special guest, Tracy Rosa, is here.
Hi, my
Tracy,
friend.
Hi. You know, mom, wife.
Yes.
You know, solutionist.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, all of the above.
Yeah.
So, okay, I love this because our doors, we all have doors.
Right.
It's the most unused storage space because you don't even think of it as storage space.
I wouldn't even think that it was unused storage space because I wouldn't even think it was storage space.
Exactly. So we're taking that area and it's literally 6 feet by 2 feet and we're creating a complete storage system.
Yeah.
All right, so this is kind of like our 2.0 version because what I want you to notice is that black mesh on this rack, because that means nothing is going to fall through, and that's awesome. So how do we assemble this? Well, don't blink. This is it.
That's it.
So you literally take it out of the box. The black mesh is already attached to it. You take the little hooks, you hook them on the top of the door, and you're absolutely ready to go. So this is that mesh that I'm talking about. Notice nothing is going to fall through this. So if you want to use this for crafting, if you want to use this for toys, if you want to use this for games, sweaters, towels, pantries, anywhere that you have a door, now you have a wonderful storage solution.
I love that. And you know, we have shoes here, but obviously this, you could put anything. If you're a crafter, you could put your paper crafting. You could put your, you know, your stamps and your brads and your Xyron and all your, if you're a sewer, you could put, you know, all your, if you're an embroiderer, I mean, there's so many different things you could use this for in the bathroom. You could use it for, you know, paper products and, you know, I mean, everything. You could even put beauty items in there, you know, hairbrush and, you know, curling iron, whatever you want. It's storage, but shoes to me is one of the #1 things that we're like, you know, I feel like I want to have more, but I feel like, you know, if I come in the house with more shoes, there's going to be a revolt because I'm taking up every less square inch of space.
Because if you don't have a storage system right now for your shoes, I mean, a lot of us will take our shoes, okay, and we'll take them and we'll line them up on the bottom of our floor so nice and neat, just like this. And let's be honest, how often does it stay this way?
About
like
10
never.
minutes.
Yeah, you know, you try one on, you go to put it back because it's not the shoe that you want, you know, it becomes a huge nightmare and a hot mess. So now you're able to take those shoes, you put them in here just like that, and they're protected. They're right where you can see them, so you know exactly that you're getting the same, actually the same shoe, you know, and you're ready to go. Now, it says that you can put 30 pairs of shoes in here. I think that's extremely conservative because let's be honest, if you have a pair of flats or if you have flip-flops or something along those lines, you're gonna be doubling up some so that you can get, you know, more storage space in there. But I want you to notice the different size of shoes. You know, we've got kids' shoes, we've got big men's shoes in here. It's a foot deep, so there's definitely a lot of storage space. So in my house, we have 2 of these, okay? One is from the garage going into the house. And I'll tell you why that's important, because we have lacrosse players, tennis players, golfers. We've got people that have just walked, you know, the dog, and you've got mud and gook and all that. You take your shoe off, you put it in that rack, and because of that mesh, Helen, none of the junk is gonna fall on the floor.
This video looks like a pantry. I mean, she's turning that, you know, she's turning her garage into the, you know, the mudroom storage thing.
Absolutely.
You know, her over-the-door shoe rack into a pantry. If you don't have a pantry, you live in an apartment, all of a sudden, boom, you got a pantry. Right. You know, you want a crafting room, boom, it's like the over-the-door crafting room with your 12 by 12 sheets of paper. Now, there was an incarnation of this that didn't have a backing on it. So this is a newer version that has a backing on it, and I will tell you, I think that's a great improvement.
100%, because nothing falls through. Now, let me take you on just a little tour of this as well. Remember that it's a foot deep, okay? You've got that the wonderful hooks on top there, but look down here. You've got these straps. Okay, why do you want that? Well, let's say that you slam this door, you open and shut this door, okay? I'm gonna give it a good, it holds that into place. Okay, so no matter how hard I shake this, nothing's gonna fall out because it's holding it on top and it's holding it on the bottom, okay? So that's a great feature as well. But I wanna go ahead and open it up. I don't mean to open the door on you, Helen, right there.
Where'd she go?
But it's exactly what you said. We've got our rollers right down here. You can put your curling irons, you can put your brushes, your shampoos, you roll up your towels. What about those wet washcloths or those wet towels? Remember, this is powder coated steel and that mesh. So you can hang these on top here here, and it's not gonna do any damage at all to this rack. I even love the fact that we have one on the inside of the door and one on the outside of the door, and it's still completely functional.
Yeah, and you know, if you're having, I know this time of year we have a lot of company, you know, you kind of want to neaten up your house, and maybe you're giving the gift of shoes to yourself, guilt-free. This is the way to do it. And you could do a lot of other things too. You could put little clutches. This could hold your handbags. This could hold ties, scarves, hats, accessories. Yeah, hats. That's great because you don't want your hats to be squished.
Exactly.
But you could put hats there. I think this is really such a great idea, and also it's going to last and last and last. It comes with a 1-year warranty, which is kind of silly because you know it's made of metal. How long does metal last? You know, year after year after year for year, obviously.
And I would be honest with you, the way that this works, if you were to get any of those industrial hooks, you know, like the kinds that you can put towels on or something along those lines, you can go ahead and mount those on the wall, and then if you have an extra wall space, and then go ahead and hook these just like that on the wall. So if you had extra wall space, you could do that as well.
And when you have it open, I want to kind of point out, this is the backing that the first time we had this, it didn't have a backing all the way. That means if you're doing crafts and you're putting little things on here, it's not going to fall out. You know, any kind of little thing you put in there, it's got a solid backing all the way down. And I love the assembly. You basically let go of it.
And I'm gonna
you let go of the bottom.
Exactly. So it's kind of like an accordion. So you open it up, okay? What you're gonna do is you're just gonna hook this on the top of your door. You can see that it's a great space right there. Okay, so once this is on the top of the door, check this out. That's all you do. You have 2 of these, and then it's gonna stay perfectly in place. The gravity of the shoe rack holds everything in place. It holds 44 pounds worth of weight. It's powder-coated steel, and again, that great mesh. Very easy to clean. It's a Velcro mesh, so you can take it off if you want to. Completely up to you. So the dimensions on this is 5.
So you probably could throw it in the washing machine.
Absolutely.
Because you could take it off.
Or whatever.
Yeah, whatever,
So it's 5 feet 8 inches tall. So that's the height on it, and it's just under 2 feet wide. It's 22 inches wide.
So any standard door.
Any standard door.
You know, the other thing is if you're staying, if you're in an apartment and you want to do some storage and you don't want to really build things in because you're not going to be there for forever, this is a really nice thing if you're going from, you know, apartment to townhome to house to back to apartment. You know, that's kind of how we do in our lives. We go up, 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 and then we go back down, 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 space-wise, you know?
Absolutely. You know, I mean, like we said, you're absolutely utilizing a space that many of us took for granted and never thought could be storage space, and created a cubby system. It's a foot deep. Okay, so, and I love that when I open it up, you're gonna see that you've got that profile. It's not a foot off of the door, it's a slant. So it's a beautiful footprint as well.
Tracy, I wanna read some reviews.
Please,
There's 80 reviews on hsn.com that make this a customer pick, so this is what you guys think of this. Over in Florida, love, love, love this. That's short and sweet, a 5-star review. Over in Texas, this is the best over-the-door shoe rack ever. Sturdy and can be used for other storage. I mean, I've got review over in Arizona. I got this to replace a smaller one, and I love the way the shoes fit without being crushed. Very easy to hang. So people in the reviews are saying 2 things. Easy to hang, you just pop it up, and they're surprised at how much storage you actually get. Because it's, you know, massive amounts of storage.
Well, think of the last time that you bought a shoe rack, okay? Maybe the ones that you put on the floor. There's always assembly, okay? And usually you have to line up those bars. They're at that slant because you know you have to put your heel on there and it falls into place. Heaven forbid if you try and move it to clean behind there or just to, you know, adjust things, they usually fall apart. This comes fully assembled. It opens like an accordion. And like I said, you can put clutches up here. You can, I use this. I put clothes on that top shelf, you know, in the closet, but I never get to them because it's such a nightmare. Like I find that I'm like standing up on a chair or on a stool to get to that place. Now I can take those sweaters, fold them up, and put them nicely right here. And then again, what about your bathroom? I mean, very little storage space in the bathroom, but because this is steel and because it's that mesh, you don't have to worry about the heat and the humidity and all of that stuff breaking everything down. But now your towels are right where they need to be. Your lotions are right where they need to be. Curling irons, blow dryers, brushes. You can have cute decorative boxes, you know, toilet paper. all of that is at your fingertips on a place that we all have. You don't have to worry about underneath your cabinet or in a laundry or linen closet or anything like that. We all have doors.
Yeah, and I like the idea what you're saying about reach, because my paper products are like really way up high. I've got to get a stool out to, like, you know, jam them up. And when I have to get them, I got to get that stool out again. I feel like everything is sort of at the ready, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, think of it think outside the box too. I mean, where are you storing your games, your puzzles, your board games, all of that?
Board games too. Yeah, that's a great idea.
What about when you have guests come in for the holidays? Do you have a place for them to unpack? Imagine taking the back of the door. They can unpack their entire suitcase.
Right.
All of their clothes, they can have their lotions, they can have their shoes, everything right there.
And we also, in the last like 30 seconds, I do want to talk about crafting again.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, we have our stuff all over the house, but you could really organize everything. And I think about, you know, your 12 by 12 paper, you know, your tools, your stamps, your inks, your pens.
All
you
of
really,
the sewing stuff, the yarn stuff, the knitting stuff, everything. You're right.
Crocheting.
Yes.
You know, your skeins of yarn would easily be in a row here. That would be a really cool thing to use this for. Big customer picks, so this might be a great gift or maybe something you want to get for yourself. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, my friend.
Good
Always
job.
fun.
Yeah, good job. All right, so coming up, we've got some toys. We love toys, and the kinetic coils